Shalom, shalom. When the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh. So we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Machakadash. Okay, and Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver the elect, double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone, salutations, much love and respect to our brothers out there putting this word out with sincerity. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, not every nation under the heaven. Okay, only the nation of Israel. Matter of fact, get Matthew 1 and 21. Okay,
this is the book of Matthew, chapter 1, and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai.
Well, read it verbatim.
God, this is Matthew 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Which we know that name is Yahweh Shai, okay? But this is the one who they ignorantly call Jesus. Go ahead.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
Now, who is his people? Okay, it is evident that our Lord, right? Who is his people? His people are the Israelites. The Lord was an Israelite. Okay, so he's coming to deliver his people. Okay, that's what he came for, right? All right, read that.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15, and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, so he's not sent to any other nation except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Who are the Israelites today? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And they're scattering around the earth. So when he comes back, who's he coming to deliver? The Israelites. All right? Read that.
Hebrews.
Because it said his people, right? He has one people. There's not 10. So what's the point of saying his people if it's everybody on the earth? It's specific. It's a possessive pronoun, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 7 and verse 14.
Yeah.
For it is evident
Yeah.
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Now what is Judah? That's the head tribe of the nation of Israel, man. Okay? Today they would be known as the so-called African Americans, man. And they're scattering around the earth. That's the tribe of Judah. Okay? And the Lord came out of Judah. He was a so-called black man with white woolly hair, man.
That's right.
All right? And he's coming back to deliver his people out of this last captivity, man. And to punish our enemies, man. Okay? Go ahead.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah,
Right?
of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right, because he's the high priest up in the heavens, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So it has nothing to do with being a Levite now. Right now, the priesthood is going to go through all 12 tribes, but it starts with the high priest, which is Yahweh Shai, man. After the order of what? Melchizedek, man. Okay? So he's coming back to deliver his people. There's more on that? Go ahead.
Isaiah 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Right. Israel is going to be the one that's not going to be confounded or ashamed. You see? Jake right now, Jake is in a shameful state. You look at our people, they're in a shameful state right now, man. Okay, a woman twerking, right? You got this Megan is twerking at a damn baseball game. That's a goddamn embarrassment, man. Jake walking with his pants below his ass. Okay? You see what I'm saying? No knowledge of the Heavenly Father, no knowledge at all, really. Okay? So what's the Lord going to do? He's going to clean up Jake. Okay, and put Jake back in their rightful position above the rest of all of these nations.
That's right.
Okay, read that again.
God, it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
Right.
With an
No, every nation.
But Israel,
The Israelites, man. Go ahead.
shall be saved in the Lord.
Yep.
With an everlasting salvation.
Right.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Right. So that means there's multiple worlds, right? If you're calling Israel a world, so when John 3:16, okay, get me John 3:16, man, because these Christians don't get it, man. All right. Matter of fact, read that last part again, man.
God, it says, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
That's speaking about the Israelites. So the Israel is going to be a world without end, meaning they're going to have a rulership without end. You see? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, read that.
This is John 3 and verse 16. For the Most High,
Matter of fact, start up at 14.
Good. This is John 3 and verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness,
Right.
even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
And who did Moses lift up the serpent for? It's the Israelites. Okay, the serpent was lifted up, and they wouldn't die from the poisonous snakes. You see that? So it was only dealing with the Israelites from Genesis all the way to Revelations, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 15.
that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have eternal life.
Whosoever of who? Of the Israelites. Was the Egyptians there? Was there a bunch of the nation of Egypt of Israel there? No. Okay, that was dealing with the Israelites. Go ahead.
It says verse 16, for the Most High, whoso loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son.
Now, what world is this speaking about? This is speaking about the world of Israel. When you look at this this word world, it says cosmos, man. There's 3 different words for world in the Bible, man. Okay? There's eon, which means an age, okay, or a time period. Then there's oikoumene, which that means the whole entire planet. This is not the word that's in this chapter, man. Okay? The word is cosmos, which means a particular group. We read about that group. That group is the nation Israel, man. But
it says that he gave, so like for the Most High for the Most High so loved the world that he gave.
Loved the Israelites. You could change that for so loved the Israelites. Go ahead.
That he gave his only begotten Son. That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Right, and there's another scripture which says after that, ye men of Israel, hear these words, man. So that was clearly speaking to the Israelites. If I write a letter and say, all of you, I want all of you in this household, well, you don't even have to say the household. You're sending it to a particular house. I want all of you, right, to come to my house. You're not speaking to the neighbors. You're not speaking to the people across the street. You're speaking to that particular house. So it's the same thing with the Most High, man. Right? He sent his Son back for the nation of Israel, man. Read that, right? Okay, no, the other one that I asked for before.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
So how come they didn't say restore the kingdom to the planet, to the earth, to the world? He said to the kingdom, to Israel, man. Why? Because the Israelites are going to rule over these other nations, man. Where do you think the kingdom of heaven is going to be? Everyone's going to be equal. You can't run. First of all, you can't run a society if everyone's on the same level, man. It doesn't make any sense. You need workers. Man. How are you going to have a vineyard knowing when you're going to work your own vineyard? That got to be a real small vineyard, man. Right? You need workers, man. So everyone's not going to be on the same level. We're going to be above the heathen. That's it. Okay? That's going to be for eternity, man. All right? Matter of fact, get me on Revelations 2. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
And who are the saints? The Israelites. You read that in Psalms 149. Okay? Or 148. All right? What?
This is,
are they ready?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148 and verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people.
What does the horn represent? The power. He's going to exalt us in power. It's not speaking about all nations. You can't get all nations out of this, man. His people, man. Go ahead.
The praise of all his saints.
Right.
Even of the children of Israel.
So who are the saints? The children of Israel, man. You see? You see they got this street called Saint Catherine? Well, if she wasn't an Israelite, then she's not a saint. Okay? They just put the word saint on everyone. Saint Teresa. That's not Mother Teresa. That's not a saint. That's an Edomite. Okay? It's an Edomite. That's not a saint, man. That's a damn devil, really. Okay?
A people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh.
This is Acts. Hold on. You had something, right?
Yeah. Real quick. Deuteronomy 10 and 15. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them.
Woo. So who's our do we all have the same forefathers? Does every nation have the same forefathers? No. This is about our forefathers. Going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 10 and 15.
Yep.
Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them.
Right.
And he chose their seed after them.
Seed as of one, not as of many, not as of all the all big fat happy family. No, the seeds as of one, seed as of one, singular. Go ahead.
Even you above all people, as it is this day.
So hold on, are we equal with all nations? Read that again.
God.
That last part.
God. For he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day.
Right. So right now, what do you see right now? The world is backwards, man. Got these Edomites on top. Right? The earth this is a big bizarro world, man. The Adams family right now, man. Yeah. Okay? It's backwards. Got the lowest people in the highest positions. right? Them Hollywood and these different politicians. Joe Biden, his son, okay? The Rothschilds, these are all lowlives, man, that rule the earth, that have the power, okay? Now you wonder why all these women are dealing with a bunch of losers? Because the losers have the power in this place, and they like power. They don't care about morals. They like the power. They don't give a shit about morals, man. You got status, you got it. So what's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven? All these women gonna come to us, baby. They gonna come to the true royalty, man.
No picture.
Okay, no picture, bro.
Thank you,
Moab. Thank you, Moab. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 5.
What?
There is an evil which I have seen under the sun,
Yep.
as an error which proceeded from the ruler.
An error. This is like an error. What you see is like a glitch in the matrix, man. Go ahead, man.
Folly is set in great dignity.
Oh, folly's not set in great. That's why you got all these pranksters, these grown men pranking people. That's folly. Go ahead.
And the rich sit in low place.
Yeah.
I have seen a servant upon horses.
Hold on. The rich sit in low place. Who are the rich? The Israelites, man. Okay, especially the elect. Go ahead.
I have seen servants upon horses.
Who's the servants on horses? The horse represents power. If you got a car with a certain amount of speed, they call it horsepower, right? The horse represents power, man. Right? So the ones that are in power right now are the true servants, man. All right? These are the Edomites, man. They're servants unto us, man. But they got power. Go ahead.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right. And the princes is us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. What do you think? We always go back to Michael Jordan. What do you think this guy could walk on air, man? You know, all the talent that our people got, all the music you see comes from us, man. Come from the so-called blacks, all right? And you got the Latinos and Native Americans, all of it. Rock and roll, blues, jazz, country, okay? All the innovations in the earth come from us, man. We are the princes walking as servants on the earth, but we're in the lowest position. Huh? Because why? Oh, the nation shall no more serve themselves. You get me that? Because the nations profit from our rights, from our talents, man. That proves that we're the Israelites, right there. That goes back to Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? In every aspect, man. You go to the basketball, right? You think LeBron, he's the highest paid, this and that. Bro, what do you think the team owners is making, man? They're making about 100 times what he's making. Okay? So you Jakes, these heathen are serving themselves up. Go ahead. You got it. You got that.
That's it on that.
Okay.
That was it on that.
Okay, that's it on it? That's all?
This is Lamentations 5 and verse 8.
Yeah.
Servants have ruled over us.
Right.
There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand.
Now, who's going to deliver us? Yahweh Shai. There's no man that's going to deliver us, right? But Yahweh Shai is going to deliver us, man. The Son of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? He's coming back in great power as a God-like entity, man. All right? And all the heathen are going to be scared and they're all going to bow down, man. Okay? All their false gods and their false idols, that's going to be put to the dust. That's going to be destroyed, man. What you got? You got it? Yo, if you can find that, brother. Shall no more serve so you go ahead.
Real quick, this is Acts 2 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles.
No, give me Revelations. Give me Revelations 2. Yeah, give me Revelations 2, verse 24. No, get one early. Try to find that. We found it? Oh, we found it? Okay, the water. Okay, go ahead. Go, you got it? Revelations 2?
Yeah.
Read that first.
This is Revelations 2 and verse 26.
Yeah.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
Right.
to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, so this is obviously speaking to the Israelites because he's going to have power over the other nations. Okay? He's not going to have power over, it's not going to be the other nations having power over their own people. No, it's the Israelites having power over the other nations, starting with the elect. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
And we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. What does the rod of iron represent? It represents being cruel. It represents bringing some punishment on them.
That's right.
Did they not rule us with cruelty? Okay, so we're gonna rule them with cruelty. We're gonna pay them right back.
Right.
Okay, in righteousness. See that? There's more on that?
Yeah. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yeah.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father.
And we're gonna break them to shivers, man. Okay, we're gonna break them down. Okay, they're gonna learn the ways of righteousness.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts.
Oh, matter of fact, start at 7. Start at 7.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
No, my fault. I was thinking something else. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
What does the yoke represent? That represents slavery, right? Because these Edomites have put us in captivity, right? We're just coming out of a slavery, right? You see that? And we're still in slavery because we still got them. We're a contractual slaves. You got the Social Security, the birth certificate. Okay, you need a passport to travel. Sovereign people don't need passports, man. They don't need Social Securities, man. Okay? The only difference now, he has his own people in slavery too, because they're greedy, man, and they can't have enough. All right? But the Lord is coming to deliver us, man. He's not coming to save the Edomites out of, or the other nations, man. He's coming to deliver us out of this hellhole, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And I will burst thy bonds.
Right, he's going to break our bands. Go ahead.
And will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Right, so these heathen are no more going to profit off of you Israelites, man. Okay? You see that even that just pearlies thing, that's a low level of what Esau does on a high level. See, she found the cheat code, right? To profit off of Jake. Off of the energy of Jake. And that's how she just shot up. You see what I'm saying to you? Right? So that's the cheat code. That all these, these nations were really wise, they'd just get a bunch of Jakes, because they're not under the curses. You see, so they could get up. But Jake is, that spiritual net is on Jake, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and 13. Behold,
because you got to think about, how do we have all the talent and all the skill, but we're profiting the least off of our own talent and skill? Right? That goes back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You got a little bit more on that one, though? Okay, got a precept on that? Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and 13.
Yep.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
And who's the plowman? Us, the Israelites. Starting with the Israelites. Go ahead.
And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed.
Right, meaning the workers. The one who's on the lower level, he's going to take over the ones that's on the higher level in the society. Which we're the ones on the lower level, but we're going to take over these Edomites. And we're going to be the sovereigns. Okay? And we're going to rule this earth right.
That's right.
That's all right? You see? This is what Esau fears, man. And that's why Esau constantly wants to keep his foot on your neck. Okay? Because he knows what, deep down he knows Jake is superior, man. He knows that, man. Go ahead, man.
And the mountains shall drop sweet wine,
right,
and all the hills shall melt.
That's it. Read that.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
Right, the stranger represents the other nations. Okay? So that's why you go to these different neighborhoods, right? And you got Moab, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Arabs, they got their stores in it, right? And America's the best example of that, because that's the main place of captivity for Jake. All right? Go ahead.
It says, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
Right.
And thou shalt come down very low.
Right, and you don't see the opposite. You don't see Jake. Where you see Jake's stores in Chinatown? You see Israelite stores, you see Haitian restaurants in Chinatown? You see that? Or Caribbean restaurants in China? No. Okay? So it's the strangers that get up amongst us and get up very high. You see that? Read that again, please.
So the stranger that is within thee,
meaning the other nations, the heathens that's amongst us, go ahead,
shall get above thee very high.
Have got above us very high. Right? Even in Haiti and Jamaica, the richest people in Haiti and Jamaica are Amalekites, man. So-called bush people, man. The small hat people, man. With the curls on the side, man. Somehow, don't know what. First of all, what are they doing there? But somehow they're the richest people in that land. You see that? That's the heathen getting above you very high. All your little reggae music, your little zouk or whatever, all your witchcraft, that ain't bringing you to that level. Go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt come down very low.
Yeah.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right. You Jakes don't own no banks, man. Go ahead.
It says, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right. But that's all going to switch around. Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 7 real quick. Right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7.
Yeah.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
So he's going to take the curses off of us and put them on our enemies. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we know is getting ready to happen. Okay, so that's why we're not worried,
Right.
because time is on our side, man. Come on, baby. Go ahead.
And on them that hate thee,
Yeah.
which persecuted thee.
Yeah. That's it, bro. So time is on our side. These Edomites, they're about to lose, man. They're losing now. Okay, you see a bunch of homeless Edomites that all, they're doing worse than a lot of jigs. See, that's the reversing right now, but it's about to speed up, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Lamentations 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom,
Right.
that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Right.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be
So
drunk.
now who's Edom? Let's break this down. Who's Edom? Who's this speaking about? This is speaking about the so-called white people, which are the Edomites today, man. Okay, the vast majority of them are Edomites. All right. Although we have Israelites mixed among them in different nations, the majority of them are Edomites. They come from the seed of Edom, according to the Bible. That's the name the Heavenly Father had them given them. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, Lamentations 4:21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Okay. Rejoice and be glad because you're in a rulership position. You're in a good position now. Right? But go ahead.
That dwellest in the land of Uz.
Uh-huh.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
But the cup of slavery, the cup of oppression, the cup of destruction is about to pass over unto you.
That's right.
See? So in other words, live it up because your end is near. That's what it means, man.
That's right.
Your end is near. All right? You ain't gonna be going to the store and having parties too much longer, man.
That's right.
This society's about to come to a halt.
That's right.
All right? And then there's going to be World War III.
That's right.
All right? And then America's going to be destroyed. Okay? And then you Edomites are going to be gathered up into slavery.
That's right.
Under us, man. Okay? And it started with Yahweh Shai. All right? And then the rest of the nations. Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Right.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of
And
Zion.
the nakedness represents the shame. See, because all your lies at that point are going to be dismantled. Right? See, what's keeping these Edomites afloat is the lies. The lies allowing this system to back. See, that's why everyone's not going to the bank right now, kicking down the door, asking for their money. That's what's keeping it afloat is the lies that they got. Oh, it's all, don't worry about it. Your money's there. Okay? Your money is in bonds. Your money is in the atmosphere, man. It's in the spiritual world. Go ahead.
Verse 20, Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yeah.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
And now your sins are being discovered. I made Esau bare. Okay, Esau's sins getting discovered. Oh, that's the spirit. Read it out.
God, this is Jeremiah 49 and verse 10.
Yeah.
But I have made Esau bare.
Yeah.
I have uncovered his secret places.
Now he's being uncovered. Everywhere you look, these Edomites are being exposed more and more, man. So his lies, which is what's keeping up his society, is crumbling, man. Okay? And soon it's going to be completely dismantled, man. All right? I can't wait till they start exposing Esau about bringing in the drugs into the communities, man. And then they look at you, Jakes, oh, you're the thug. Who the fuck brought the drugs? You fucking devil, man. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait till these Edomites are exposed completely, man. Bare, man. And the Lord is getting ready to do that real soon, man. Which, matter of fact, it was, who was it? One of the police chiefs or one of the police secretaries, I don't remember, in California, the elder Mawatazat brought it out. She was bringing in fentanyl, man. And they have a major drug problem, man. And that was one of the police chiefs or whatever, man. And this is what and this is not like this is an anomaly. No. This is what Esau's been doing, man. The government been bringing in them drugs. That's right. Go watch that documentary Crack on Netflix, man. They're telling you what these devils have been doing, man. And then they point at you, Jakes, like you, oh yeah, oh my God, right? But they're the problem. They're the root of the problem, man. Right. And when that is discovered, that's when Esau's fully made bare. When that's discovered and well known, that's when Esau's truly made bare, man. And he can't walk around with his nose up in the air because people are going to be looking for his ass, man. Go ahead, man.
It says, but I have made Esau bare.
Right.
I have uncovered his secret places.
His lies. And this whole society is built on the white supremacy. It's all lies, man. Right? And they actually use their science, their pseudoscience, which means false science, to push that, to propagate that nonsense. And that mindset is really in the whole earth. They polluted the whole earth with that mindset. But now it's being dismantled. Okay? And it's about to be fully exposed, man. Go ahead, man.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
Yep.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
Right.
This is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Yep. Right. You all physicians of no value. Everything these Esau put, when the scriptures speak about the wicked, they are estranged from the womb. They go as soon as they be born speaking lies, man. So I don't see why Jake is so, when they get messed over by Esau, you should be looking for Esau to mess you over. You should be trying to mess him over. You should be like, okay, I got a plot for him, right? So when he thinks he got you checkmated, well, look, I'm right behind your king. That's right. Okay? You see what I'm saying? You Jakes are not, your mind is not right. You don't even understand where you're at. Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
So now we're searching out the things of Esau. We're finding out his wickedness, okay, and discovering it and bringing it out to the forefront. And the next step is that the Lord is going to judge it, man. Okay, the prophets always come out before judgment, man. What do you think the prophets are here for, man? They're coming out speaking about judgment, and then the judgment comes.
That's right.
So we're at the point where the judgment is getting ready to come to you, devils, man. You got something else? Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2:8.
Yeah.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Now who's the wicked? The Edomites. The so-called white people, if you will. That's the wicked according to the Bible. Oh, Salaki, man. You know what, man? Yo, we need to get something, bro. We need to get a stool, bro. Don't buy a stool, man. I got a habit of putting my hand on that. Go ahead, man.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
So these Edomites, their working is after the working of Satan. They're not of the Most High. They're of Satan. Okay, they're of the devil, man. Okay, that's why we call them the devil. All right? What?
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved.
Right.
You guys are great.
You want to put your thing there? Because I keep doing it. But anyways, read it again.
All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Yep.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his
Now,
mouth.
who is that wicked? The Edomites. Okay, now they're being revealed for being who they are. Okay, so you're trying to look for Esau to do good, but it's not in them to do good. Get me that? Can a leopard change your response? Esau can't do good. It's not. He wasn't created to do good. You see, there was a nation that was created to do good, and that's you Israelites. Okay, you were created to do good, man. We were created to do good. Okay, but a lot of you Jakes are not even doing your purpose. All right. Well, what does Jerusalem mean? Yasharallah, the city of peace, man. That's right. Jake just wants to chill. Esau is not finna chill. He's not gonna chill. He's gonna suck the oil out of the earth until the earth is destroyed, and then he's gonna go find another planet to try and suck the earth out of that, suck the oil out of that. You see, and destroy that planet. That's the mindset of Esau Edom. The scriptures say that he's insatiable, man. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots?
Right.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
See, Esau's accustomed to do it's a habit, a spiritual habit of Esau to do wickedness. He can't do any good. Okay? And he doesn't like to do good. Oh, the scriptures speak about, you mentioned it last time about Esau, like if they have someone that's good by them, they can't mix because they don't like righteousness. You brought it out last week, but it's okay.
Until she hear the doctrine.
Proverbs 4.
I can't quote it right now. Go ahead.
Proverbs 4 and 16.
Yeah.
Oh, pertaining to the Rothschild. You can't sing
Right,
with the Rothschild.
right. That's what you brought out. Bring out that scripture, whatever scripture you brought out.
But real quick.
Yep.
Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
See, they don't even sleep unless they do wickedness. You understand? You think these guys are, I think that, they look at the Rothschilds and these elite Edomites and say, they're misguided, They're not misguided, man. These devils like to do wickedness. They actually like to see people suffer. That's right. That's why you remember that little documentary, that movie, Salo? Oh, man. That's some sick, but that's what these elites do behind closed doors. They like that. Go ahead. And that's why when they're destroyed, we're going to put no mercy upon them. Go ahead.
And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
That's it.
For they eat the bread of wickedness
That's right.
and drink the wine of violence.
That's right. That's right. That's it on that?
That's it on that.
You got some right now?
It's the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs. Chapter.
Okay, all right, cool. You're Edomite. You and your youths are going, you and your kids are going to captivity. So it's okay.
Proverbs 13 and 19. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is abomination to fools to depart from evil.
Right, it's an abomination for them to depart from evil. You see, to them it's an abomination if they were to do righteousness. You see? They were to keep the laws, they were to help out their brother. To them that's an abomination. Like why are you doing that? Like you remember what he said to Aaron Russo? He's like, why do you care about these people? Remember? Well, what was that? Nick Rockefeller said, why do you care about these people? Because they're not into righteousness, they're not into compassion. These people are demons, man. Okay? And they're really in their right mind. See, an Edomite trying to act nice and I have compassion. First of all, they're lying. Number one, that's first thing you gotta understand. They're liars. Everything is hypocrisy. It's all to be seen of people. To be what do you call it? Virtue signaling. Okay? But the Rothschilds, these elites, they're not trying to do that. We're gonna set up our NWO and we're gonna put them into major captivity. That's it. Then they're gonna suffer forevermore. That's their mindset.
That's right, that's right.
I think there was an article, one of those rich elites, he said it, we're going to set up,
say it nice and loud, brother.
one of those rich elites, one of his plans was that he's going to go do wickedness, we're going to seem as we're doing them good,
Right.
but behind we're actually destroying them,
Right.
you know? Even when we're going to be like, oh yeah, we're the good guys,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's for your destruction.
That's it. Well, did you see the documentary? What was it called? Blackwater? I don't know, not Blackwater. That's another one. The DuPonts. Deal with DuPonts, right? How they poison the water. You see when they were interrogating the guy? The guy was so like, shut up. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you got many people cancer. He didn't care. He didn't give. Oh, you had such and such people die, and because of your wickedness, he's like, who cares? And he was like happy about it. This is the mind of the Edomites, the so-called white people. They're known as the Edomites according to the Bible, man. Okay, it's not about that. No, it's about that. It's about your race. You're a race of Edomites, man. That's it. Okay? But you got some that look like Edomites, but some that look like Edomites that are Israelites. You got to throw that out there too. Okay? But the mass majority of them are Edomites, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is
And then that's humans. No, it's not humans. Okay, it's a particular race of demons that are ruling the planet Earth, man. That are the problem, man. And it's funny because they're trying to point at everyone else like they're the problem.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Go ahead, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus 14 and verse 7. If he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly.
Oh man.
And at the last, he will declare his wickedness.
Right. That's why if you gamble and you get up, you better just take out your money quickly. You know they're plotting to get that back, man. Okay? You do it unwillingly, you know? You know you're at the blackjack table, you don't know something. You don't know what kind of wickedness is going on behind closed doors. You better take your money quick, because Esau's not into helping people.
Right.
They're into robbing people, man. You understand? Which the Bible tells you don't lend off a usury. What do these Amalekites, these small hats do? They're the biggest bank owners, right? But the Bible says don't lend on usury, which is fucking interest, you demon. Go ahead, I'm trying to say we're crazy. You're crazy. The fact you think you're an Israelite, you're crazy, man. Get out of here. The fact you think you're a real Jew, you're crazy. Go ahead, man.
Psalm 10 and 4.
Idiot.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance,
Yeah.
will not seek after God.
Right. Matter of fact, give me the law and usury, bro. Give me the law. We'll get on Amalek now. See, Amalek want to do little signs, okay? You want to play her off? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Read that. Go ahead. Got it? Bring it out.
This is Exodus 22 and verse Exodus 22 and verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him.
So what do the banks do? Don't they lend? Don't they lend money? No matter who it is, the banks are lending money, right? Whether it's another Amalekite, they don't care. Okay, go ahead.
It says, if thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer.
What is, okay, go ahead.
Neither shalt thou lay upon him any usury.
What is usury? Interest. Okay? And what do these banks do? They loan you money off of interest. But what does the Bible say? You're not supposed to do that, man. Okay? And this is really specifically for the Israelites amongst their people. But who owns the banks? Those so-called small hats. The guys saying that, claiming that they're Jews, man. They own the banks. So what are they doing? They're going against the Bible. They're going against the Torah, the Tanakh. Because they're not the people of the Torah, the Tanakh, man. That's right. We are, man. Okay? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's right. Okay? Because the reason why you don't do that is because a man who's poor, he's already down and out. Why are you going to put an extra burden on him to pay more than what he even has to begin with? That's going to allow him to fall into a deep ditch. And that's what they want. That's why if you pay off your credit card too quick, it actually kind of negatively affects your credit. If you pay it off too quick, if you're not using it. Because they want you to get into debt. They want you to be in that trap, man. So they're completely against the Bible, man. And if the Bible was implemented, this earth would be a better place, man.
This is Proverbs 28 and verse 15.
Yeah, devils, man.
As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people.
Right, and that's what he is. Esau's like a raging lion and a bear and a leopard, man, that watches over the city, man. That's what Esau is, man. You see them police, they're behind the bush with the meter. That's a leopard. That's an oppressive demon, man. That's a predator, man. To give a ticket. Oh, you went 10 over the speed. But watch them drive when they're on their own car and they're on their way to work. They're going to be speeding too. That's the hypocrisy of this damn society, man. And that's why it's going to be destroyed. Okay, we're tired of you Edomites. You Edomites don't know. You so-called white people, you don't need to be in any position of rulership. You need to be in slavery with chains on your neck. That's it. I'm just being honest. Okay? Now it's not hate. It's honesty, man. Go ahead, man.
Even the police at night, you don't even.
Oh, hold on, slack it, brother. The guy, what's that guy's name? That doctor who used to, they said there was Obama's preacher or whatever. Guy said, I can only come to one conclusion. And he did a lot of, you can tell that dude did a lot of studying. What's his name? Some one of them with the dreads. Right? He came to one conclusion. He said, yo, I was doing all the analysis and I can only come to one conclusion. We have to get rid of these people.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, where's the lie? Where's the lie, man? He looked at the root of every problem and led back to the so-called white man, the Edomite, man. Okay? Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead, man.
Just we were speaking about the
Salaki,
police.
go ahead, bro.
Salaki, you were speaking about the police even at night when you're driving.
Oh, man.
You won't even see them until they're behind you with the lights.
bro.
You know?
That happened to me.
You see the lights turn on.
I got a big one from that. I got a big the guy, and he was like in the middle of a dangerous place too, in the middle of the highway, like on the side of the highway, kind of. You know, he had the meter there. You know, but they don't fully open the door. They kind of have the door slightly open. They got a meter out like this. You know, these guys, this is a wicked, evil society, man. It's a wicked, evil society. Go ahead. Go ahead. You read this about it? Oh no.
He was making a point.
Oh, you making a point? Okay, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus
Yo.
34.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. Read.
Ecclesiasticus 34, verse 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth them thereof is a man of blood.
Right, it's a man of blood, man. All right? There's another post right over there. Right? You got a part right there, man. Go ahead, man.
Says,
Simple mind. Go ahead, read that.
says the bread of the needy is their life.
Yeah.
He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood.
Right.
He
Right,
that-
right. So when you defraud a man of his wages, that's like that's like slaying a man. That's how merciless it is, man. You see what I'm saying? And this is what these Edomites do, man. Okay? There's other jobs I had where Edomites did that shit. You know? Kind of frauded me out of money. You know? That's why you gotta watch these devils, man. You know? You gotta watch these and make sure you watch everything they do and calculate everything, man. Go ahead. And there's many accounts of these Amalekites doing that to people too. All right, they'll build like a fence for them. Like I know one Jake, he built a fence for these Amalekites. They didn't want to pay. And Amalek is known for doing that, man. Them small hat people, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the neighbor of his heart is a bloodshedder.
Right. And that's what these Edomites do, right? When you before you get your check, you got all kind of taxes coming out, man. All right? That's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be taken out of your money before you get your money, man. Okay? These Edomites are insatiable, man. Okay? Go ahead. And then you got insurance, and sometimes the company will do the insurance and they'll basically force you to take the insurance plan when you don't want to be part of their insurance. Take it. And they'll keep thinking. And then I remember this one company said, oh, listen, people don't take it, they're going to fire them. Well, why? Why you want to help me so bad that you're willing to fire me? Because they get money off of that. They get kickback off of that shit. Tax breaks and whatnot. These devils are real wicked, man. Got more on that? Okay. What's about?
Ezekiel 35:5, because I had a perpetual hatred, and I had shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of the calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, in the time that their iniquity, meaning what? The time that our punishment was to be accomplished, these Edomites went overboard, man. Okay? When most of those lynchings happened, they really happened after slavery. Most of the lynchings and the hangings, okay, of these devils, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood.
So the Lord said He's going to prepare you unto blood. Okay. Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood.
Since you love to shed blood so much, blood is going to pursue you, man. Okay. Go ahead. As a people, not just the one individual Edomite, all you Edomites, man. Okay. Go ahead.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Right. Matter of fact, did you read Jeremiah 49? Give me Jeremiah 49.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Right, that was us, okay? The Israelites were never supposed to go into slavery, but because of our disobedience, the Lord allowed our enemies to get over us, man. You see that? Go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
But are you Edomites going to go unpunished for what you've done, man? Give me Joel 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
You're going to surely have to drink that same cup. That's called retribution. That's true. You Jake's talking about reparations. This is true reparations. We ain't looking for a check from Esau. Oh, give me money, give me a couple million. This money is devalued. This money is nothing. This is bullshit. Okay? The reparation is going to be when we get these Edomites. We're going to get them as a possession, man. Along with all of their substance, man. Give me that according to their substance. Okay, that's what the Lord has prescribed. We're getting a reparation from the Lord Himself, from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You get it from these devils, man. You think these devils want to give you reparations, man? Okay? And they can't pay. There's nothing they could pay back to go get back for that anyway. How can you pay back for genocide? How can you pay back? You know what I mean? For raping little boys and girls. How can you pay back for that? These Edomites got to go into slavery. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation,
right?
A reproach, a waste, and a curse.
That goes into America. America's going to be fully destroyed by those nuclear missiles, man. It's going to be a waste, man. Go ahead.
And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
Right. That's it, bro. Go ahead.
This is Job 20 and verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
According to everything he has, that's what he's gonna have to restore. You Jakes, look, you guys are thinking small. Man. Stop thinking small. Oh, give me a few million, or I could buy a Bugatti and chill out for a few years in this man's society. Okay, we're gonna get them and everything they got, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, that's gonna be the restitution, man. Go ahead.
According to his substance shall the restitution be.
Meaning according to everything you have. If someone says according to your substance, that's what you got to pay back. That means according to everything you got. The furniture, right? The couch, right? The plants. If you got plants, you got to get them plants. All right? You got water bottles. Let me get the water bottles. No grapes. Everything in there. No grapes. The fridge. That's what it means according to his substance. So everything these Edomites have, we're going to get. Go ahead.
It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
And he's not going to be able to rejoice in it. Okay? We're coming to an end. Anyway, he's on the decline. Okay? The climax been over. Esau's on the decline, man. Okay? And he's not going back up. He's staying on the decline.
That's right.
These Edomites are going to go on the decline all the way into slavery.
That's right.
Okay? Who are the Edomites, you may ask? The so-called white people, man. Okay? The majority of them are Edomites, man. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump to verse 15. It said, Job 20:15, it says, he hath swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again.
Right, meaning they stole riches from all these nations.
Right.
South America, right? The so-called Latin tribes, Native Americans, right? So Africa, they constantly sucking that. Okay? The Asians, whoever, they got all these different, but we're focused on our people, man, the Israelites, man. Okay, so the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and the so-called black people. They sucking all the natural resources from them, right? And then, hold on, man, I'm speaking, man. Go ahead, read that again, man.
It says, Job 20:15, he had swallowed down riches, and
so that's where he swallowed down all the riches from, okay? From all of our people, mainly our people, but all these other nations as well. Go ahead.
It says he had swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up
But
again.
he's gonna vomit them back up, meaning he's gonna give them back to us. That's what it means by this, according to his substance shall the restitution be. Everything they got, they're going to give up. They're not going to enjoy it, man. Go ahead.
The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
Right. Give me that. What I asked for, about what he's about to eat. Job.
This is Job 20.
Right, and it's funny because these elites, they didn't share with you lower level so-called white Edomites, man. The only thing these elites gave you Edomites and lower level so-called white people was so-called whiteness, man. That's all they gave you, man. They gave you the privilege of being so-called, like, looked at as something, something in the society, having certain privileges, but they didn't give you part of the spoils. So you're a two-time loser. If you weren't an elite in the ancient world, in your past life, that's your problem, man. Go ahead.
This is Job 20. I'm going to start verse 22.
Yep.
It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yep.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yep.
When he is about to fill his belly.
Now, the wicked means the laborer. Okay, so the lower level people is the working class, man. Okay, go ahead. And the main laborers is the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Right.
And
so when these elites are about to establish the NWO, the New World Order, and they got the mark of the beast set up, and they block out certain, they have the 15-minute cities, whatever. Right. We're coming to that point. We're about there anyway. That's when the Lord is going to take them out. Go ahead.
The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right. So these Edomites are not going to be able to just, go on the next 100 years. Oh yeah, we're going to rule for another 100. No. Your time is up, man. You're at the end now. Okay. So meaning you might have 3 years before the America's destroyed and Yahushua comes back, man. Okay. So that's it on that.
This is Job 15, verse 29. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the profession thereof upon the earth.
Right. Neither shall he prolong it. It's not going to prolong. You're not the world without end. We're the world without end. Right? Your world has an end, man. Got something about it?
Isaiah 14:2.
Got something I want to?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead. So go ahead.
Isaiah 14:2.
Go ahead. Yep.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So we're going to possess these heathens in the land of the Lord for what? For slaves, for servants and handmaids.
That's right.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their
So now all you
oppressors.
got to say is who are we captive on? Who are the Israelites captive on? It's easy. Okay, and whoever we're captive under, they have to go into captivity under us. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
Let me Joel 3.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 2. Verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat.
Right, so he's going to take away the captivity of Israel around the same time he brings the people to the Middle East. That's where the valley of Jehoshaphat is. It's in the Middle East, which is for what? For World War III, which is getting ready to pop off now. We've been telling you, but now you see it. Okay, you see Russia and China getting active, man. All right? And what's that going to lead to? That's going to lead to the destruction of America. Okay, and the returning of Yahushua. And when Yahushua returns, what are we going to do? We're going to gather you Edomites up and put you into slavery, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will plead with them there for my people and for my
for my people. So this is not for everybody, man. This is for the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right, who they have scattered. How did they scatter us? In slavery. Okay? Go ahead. And also by destroying Jake, right? You know, setting up the different sieges. Okay? That made Jake scatter to different parts of the earth too. But one of the main ways was through slavery.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And they have cast lots for my people.
Yeah.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
Yeah.
And sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Oh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There says going for 1.6. He's going for $25. 25 in slave. Oh,
the nigga.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what they were doing. Selling Jake. You understand what I'm saying? Read that again.
Verse 3. Joel 3 and 3.
Yep.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and have sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
So that's what? That's called, they separated the family. Okay? They might have sold the daughter to this, and that's wicked as hell, man. That's not, you know, that's wicked as all hell. Okay? They separated the family when they did that. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyrians, Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense?
Yeah.
And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Right, were we not sold unto these Edomites? Who are the Grecians? Edomites. Okay? So we're saying, listen, you sold my people unto the so-called white people, the Edomites, man. All right? This is cold talk. Don't expect the Bible to say black people. There's no such people as black Haitians. And thus the Haitians were the priests. There's no such people as Haitian. That's a new term that was put onto you after slavery, man. The Dominicans. That's not in the Bible. We all have biblical nationalities, man. Okay? You have the Edomites, you have the Moabites, you have the Israelites, which that's who we are in our respective tribes, man. It's okay, keep going on that.
It says that ye might remove them far from their border.
Right, and where is our border? In the land of Israel, man. So they took us from the west coast of Africa mainly, okay, and also from Spain and Portugal too, okay, and brought us into captivity, moving us further from our border, from our land. Go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
And now we're being raised up in the spirit now. That's why you see what you're seeing now. This is a raising of the children of Israel, man. That's right. In front of their faces, man. Give me Revelation 11 and 8. Go ahead.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
That's called payback, baby.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will sell your sons.
So what's going to happen to these Edomites? They're going to be sold into slavery, man. That's what's coming. See, after World War III, you better start living it up before World War III comes. Because after World War III, you devils are going right into slavery according to the Bible.
That's right.
Not according to me. According to the Holy Scriptures. The prophecies, man.
That's right.
You got to get that payback, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will sell your
The
sons.
payback is going to be sweet. What if Tupac? I'm going to read the book of Tupac. Okay? All right? Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting. All right.
All right.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah.
Yep.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians,
Yep.
to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken
The
it.
Lord has spoken it, man. Okay? So what are we going to do? We're going to sell you. We're going to auction you off, man.
That's
And
right.
we're going to put you on boats. You're not going in the chariot. Oh, take it to England in the chariot. No. You're going in the boat, man.
That's right.
In a boat with a Hamite navigator, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right. You know what's captivity? Slavery.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Nobody has done that more than these Edomites, man. Right? The so-called white people. No one has done that more. So guess what's coming? Read that.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So this is what the saints are patiently waiting for, man.
That's right.
The judgment to come by, man. See, we ain't waiting for them to judge themselves because they don't judge it right. Oh, give me that. Oh, they hold themselves not guilty. Woo! You Edomites are done, man. See, you held yourself not guilty, but the Most High held you guilty.
That's
man.
right.
The Most High has the records, man, of your past life too.
right.
Don't forget, you were here before, right?
Yeah.
When we have those pictures of them lynchings, that was these devils you see walking around, man.
That's right. That's right.
And by the way, slavery happened in Quebec too.
That's right.
Woo.
I know they didn't tell you, but slavery happened in Quebec too, man. A lot of you Quebecois devils, you gonna go with, oh, you got there's a special place for you too. A special place. Hell, go ahead.
Zechariah 11:4. Thus said the Lord power. Thus said the Lord my power.
Yeah.
Feed the
Yeah,
flock.
they act like
of the-
slavery was an American. Like, oh, this is America. Show you how stupid these people are, man. Go ahead.
Feed the flock of the slaughter,
Yeah.
whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not
Who
guilty.
possesses, slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. These Edomites don't look at themselves as guilty, man.
Oh, no.
These Edomites don't look at themselves as guilty, man. They look, oh, that was not me, and I was probably, I wasn't even, I didn't exist. Like they just materialized into this privilege. No. That's not how the world works, bro. Okay? Everyone is reincarnated. That's why it's important. That's why it was always important to give an inheritance. Because you would come back. All right? You want to come back to something, right? You don't want to come back to destitution. Right? And even when the Lord blessed Jehu, he said, okay, because you did all these things, you took out Jezebel and Ahab and all their offspring, I'm going to allow you to rule up into the 4th generation.
Oh, I got
You got that right there? What I said?
yeah.
Go read that.
Numbers 14 and 18.
Well, that's not what I asked for.
Okay, but
now, what I was talking about was Jehu.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Read
No,
what you got.
that's good.
No, read it.
Okay.
Read it. I don't think any of you got it.
No,
Go ahead.
The Lord is long suffering and great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty,
Right.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers.
Right. And we show you who he's giving the mercy to. The mercy is given to the Israelites, man. The Israelites have mercy. And that's why the prophets are here now. Right? To show you the doors of mercy is open unto you. But it's not open unto these other nations, man. Okay? Especially the Edomites. Okay? Go ahead.
Open upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation.
That's it, the 3rd and 4th generation. Okay? Which is when you come back. Okay? That's why it says the son is not supposed to be judged for the father, but the son is being judged for his own deeds, his own wickedness. You understand what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures also say, who has perished being innocent. No one perished being innocent. I don't care if it's a baby that was just newborn. He was not innocent.
That's right.
Okay? Or she was not innocent. They had a past life, man.
That's right.
If someone's born blind, oh, bro, get me that. They say, you sin? And they knew that. That was common knowledge back then, reincarnation. Yeah, give me that Jehu. Jehu, read
The
that.
book of 2 Kings, chapter 10 and 30. And the Lord said unto Jehu, because thou hast done well in executing that which is right in mine eyes, and hast done unto the house of Ahab, according to all that was in mine heart, thy children of the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Israel.
Right, that children of the that children of the up until the 4th generation shall sit on the throne. Meaning what? Most likely he came back in that 3rd or 4th generation through that line. You know, so in other words, it's like the Lord saying, "Don't worry, you're gonna be king again when you come back." Woo. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So that's what the Lord. So these Edomites, they've been here before. You know what I asked?
This is John 9 and verse 1. And Yahushua passed by, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents?
And it said he was blind from his birth. How did he become blind and sin in the womb? So he was eating pork in the womb? No. Okay? This is speaking about his past life. Because we all had a life before, man. We all came back multiple times.
That's right.
That's why you'll have a particular family member that acts like, you know, a great uncle or a great father, grandfather that you had, man. Because everyone's reincarnated. Go ahead.
It says,
So that's why these Edomites have never got away. Okay? These Edomites and slavery and all the wickedness they've done, they're going to pay for it. They're coming back. They're back now. Go ahead.
It says, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Verse 3, Yahushua answered, neither had this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him.
Right, that's it. Okay, so right, so the reason they asked that because they knew about reincarnation, man. But that wasn't the reason why he was born blind. He was born blind so the works, so Yahweh Shai could heal him, man, in front of the people, man. See what I'm saying? That's all. Okay? So ultimately, man, Yahweh Shai set it up where everything is like a circle, man. Right? The scriptures say that the judgment is like a circle. Okay? Go ahead, man. You commit wickedness, you're gonna get judged for that. Okay? Oh, we can even get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Go ahead.
This is Galatians 6 and verse 7.
Get what you want first.
Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth,
That's right.
that shall he also reap.
Right, so none of these people have perished and they're not going to be judged for it. When you die, you go up to the judgment seat.
right.
And the Lord knows, he said, okay, now you're going to be born with one arm or whatever, man. Okay? Or now you're getting ready to go into slavery under the Israelites. See, any of these Edomites that die now, yo, trust me, this kingdom is getting ready to fall, man. Most likely they're coming right back into slavery, man.
That's right.
You're going to wake up, and put a clock click. All right? We're going to
That's
put
right.
the chains on their ass.
That's right.
Go ahead,
So
man.
like, that's why it says, fear the Most High that can cast the body and the soul in hell. Because when you come back, the Lord can put you through hell and putting you in a wheelchair for your life, or you're
Almighty.
And you got to stay alive for it. You know? Because you gotta remember, like when it reads about World War III in Revelations, World War I, it has a World War III. World War I, right? In Revelations 9, it said that they seek death and they could not find it. That's the worst. When you seek death, go ahead, man.
That's right. That's right.
You got something?
Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which has been is now, and that which had already been is lacking. That which had been is now, and that which is to be hath already been done. Had already been. The Most High required that which is past.
Right, that means the Most High is going to judge these people for what they've done. Right? Get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Oh, got it? Read that.
It's Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil word is not executed speedily.
Right, because they weren't judged right there and then. Like even now, these Edomites, they still got their privilege. All right, they're still walking around. Ain't nobody doing nothing to them. But that doesn't mean they're not going to be judged as a people. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him.
That's it.
But it shall not be well with the
It's
wicked.
not going to be well with these wicked Edomites, man. All right, and these other nations, man. You understand what I'm saying? Especially Esau, man. We keep getting out Esau, bro. All right, you're going to get judged for what you've done, man. As a people, man. Go ahead.
Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua.
Right, because if you feared, you wouldn't have did the things that you did, man. You would have thought about the latter end, man. Right? Stole the land from the Native Americans. You wouldn't have done that. You would have thought about it. You said, no, there has to be a judgment for that. You know? Well, good. I'm glad you're good. All right? Go ahead. Read that.
This is 2 Ezra 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
That's it. All right? What you got, bro?
This is the book of Isaiah 3 and 11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
That's it. All right? So everyone's going to be judged because the Lord is a righteous power, man. Okay? He doesn't let people do wickedness and just everything sweep it under the rug, man. Nah, man. Even the men that he loved, he chastened, man. Okay? When King David, when he went off, he got judged for that, man. He didn't go off and then they just was just skipping in the sunset, man. Nah, man. He had some grievous judgments to go through, man. All right, and you Jakes are gonna be judged too, man. You Israelites, man.
Yeah,
Because you Israelites, you've been being warned, man. Okay, there's only so much the Lord is gonna warn you, man. Give me Ezekiel 9, man. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 5 and verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
That's it, man.
That's right.
So it's very important for you to do the right thing, man. All right? You got Okay?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And that's us, man. That's the prophets. The prophets are the ones sighing and crying for the wickedness being done in this place, man. Speaking against the society, man. What?
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children.
So the Lord is going to allow these angels to let loose, man. And once these angels let loose, there's no pulling them back, man. You know? There's no pulling them back up until the time of the judgment, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're in the time of judgment. We're getting to the season of judgment. What?
And women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Right, so there's going to be a lot of dead bodies in the times to come, man. All right?
Then they began at the ancient man which were before the house.
That's it, all right? There's going to be a lot of dead bodies out there, man. All right?
This is Baruch 1 and verse 21. Nevertheless, have we not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets, whom he sent unto us.
That's it. So these Israelites are not hearkening unto the words of the prophets, man. And it's funny because the Lord said if he would have sent it to another people, they would have hearkened, man. But Jake is hard-headed, man. See what I'm saying? So guess what? They're gonna perish right along with the wicked. You know? That's what's gonna happen. The Lord is gonna look at them as Edomites. You know? Because they didn't want to hearken unto those words. That's okay. You know, who don't hear shall feel. All right? Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 25 and 32. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. And they shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Yeah, so guess what? The Lord is bringing a lot of death in the times to come, man. He's not bringing peace, he's bringing a lot of death, man. All right? And you jakes that don't get right, you're going to have to taste that, man. You're going to have to taste that, you're going to have to eat that, you're going to have to swallow that down, man. And it's nothing you could do to deliver yourself, man. I don't care how much money you have, that's not going to mean anything in the times to come.
Right.
What?
This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right, because when something happens, you see, even with the blackout or the tornado, somebody, they don't even, first of all, they don't consider it's Salvation shot. But for 1 second, they might say, oh my God, God help me. They might set up a prayer, right? But then when it goes back to normal, they're back to their old wicked ways, man. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? There's going to be a time where it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. There ain't going to be no breaks, man. See, now there's breaks. Like when you do an exercise, you take a little 45 seconds. There ain't going to be no breaks, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 21, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even dead shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right, sword, famine, and great confusion. God wants to grab that piece of shit. All right, go ahead. So
It says, verse 22, For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine.
right, many that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, man. Okay? So that famine is going to mess you up, man. And we went into the article about how people react about famine, you know, which I don't know if a brother knows where it's at, but anyways, right? At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that go into people's mind when it comes to famine, man. They start to think different. They start to act differently, man. They start to become more beast-like, more animalistic, man, in a famine, man. And if it's severe enough, it leads to what? Cannibalism, man. That's what happened in China going back to, I believe it was the 70s or the 60s. There was actual cannibalism going on in a particular region, man. Because of what? The famine. See? And that's going to come to these first world countries too. All right? We got these women with children, you know, who don't need no man. They're going to eat those children, man. You best believe that. Okay? Right?
says, and the other that escaped
Keep
the
going on that. So, keep going on that. Yep.
says, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy.
That's right. Oh, get me out of the famine. Read it. No, Zakar, your new name is, I got it right here.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Right, meaning the sword is without meaning in the field, right? So now you got like the outskirts of Montreal, say Quebec, you got like the forest and things like that. That's the outskirts, okay, of the city. Okay, that's without. Okay, go ahead.
And the famine within.
And within the city is going to be a famine. Go ahead.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
Yeah, and then he that's within the field shall die with the sword. And okay, yeah.
And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
So that's it, all right? So you're going to be the famine and the pestilence. The city's going to be the worst place to be. There's going to be all kind of pestilence, all kind of diseases around, all right? They thought the C-19 was bad. You're going to have real stuff going on. Zombie viruses and whatnot. Okay? What they call it? The Marburg. Yeah. That's about to emerge, man. Right? Different things like that, man. And these people are not ready, man. They're not ready. Okay? We've been telling people, man. But the only ones that's going to get it is the elect. The only ones that's going to be spiritually prepared is the elect. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 5 and 10. Therefore, the father shall eat the son.
What's going to cause a father to eat his son, man? A great famine. Go ahead.
The fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers.
Right. And the father might see his catch his pop sleeping. All right. Get a baseball bat. Bam. That's dinner. That's the mindset of these people, man. Okay. Yeah, it's either him or me, man. Go ahead.
And I will execute judgments in
And these little GMO babies with the dreads. Okay? Go ahead, man.
And the whole remnant of thee
They
will
will try to run their past when you say you will trip. They'll fall and that's it, man. That's it. Once they trip and fall, that's it. Oh, salt. Forget about salt. They'll splash some of that oregano. You know? That paprika on their ass. That's soy sauce. Yeah, that soy sauce dripping. Go ahead, man.
Like, it's going to be that whole as Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac.
Yeah.
There's not going to be
There's not going to be no slaughter. There's no ram. Yeah, there's no ram. Go ahead. Sit on that.
Going back, 2 Ezra 16 and verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Yeah.
There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it.
Man, the Lord is going to allow these cities to be broken up, man. The Lord is going to allow these cities to be real broken up, man. All right? So it's not going to be operational. You see what keeps the city's operational when you have people going to work. You know, you got the city workers, you got the transit working, right? You got the gas stations open. That's what allows these people to drive. The Lord is going to break all these things down in these societies, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, verse 25, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall be ripened, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another,
right,
and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves.
Okay, let's do this, right? You see Montreal, right? Let's see if there was 10,000, let's see if even 10,000 people left in the city. It's like 3 million, but only 10,000 left, or 5,000 left, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Right? Even 100,000, that's crazy. You understand? The Lord is about to knock these cities down, man. About to knock these cities down significantly, man. All right? Why? Because there's going to be mass death in the earth, man. Go ahead.
For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard.
So that's going into the population being brought down. The earth population is about to, billions of people are going to perish when all is said and done. Okay? The When the Lord really, when things really turn up all the way, billions of people are going to perish. Man.
That's right.
Best believe it. Man.
Can't wait.
Just with the nuclear missiles alone, that's 300 million out of it. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, verse 31, even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
Right.
And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old.
Right. There's going to be people that know that create gangs, right? Little gangs and crews and stuff like that go around stealing people's food and whatnot. Like you see in the movies, like you see in Purge and things of that nature. That's what it's going to be out here, man. Okay? And these people, it's not going to take these people long, especially in these metropolises, these first world beast systems. It's not going to take these people long. Give them one day without food, man. They're going to be ready to kick down doors, man. Just one day. Because they don't know about fasting. They don't know about going without a meal. They eat like 3 meals plus bedtime snacks, man. That's why these people are all fucking obese, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And the earth shall be laid waste.
Oh, yeah. The Oreo cookies dipping it in milk.
No, shit.
Right? Go ahead.
And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough.
Right. That's it, man. Because they're going to know the city. There's danger in the city, man. Okay? Keep going.
The virgins.
Anybody have a precept? Or read your precept.
Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly.
Yeah.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord.
Yeah.
The mighty man shall cry bitterly. The day of the Lord. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation,
Yeah.
a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
So what's coming is going to be a dark time, man. See, Jake is not ready for the dark time that's getting ready to come, man. See, Jake is thinking about retirement. They're thinking about, starting these businesses, which ain't nothing wrong with starting businesses or whatever, or doing what you got to do. But their heart is in that, man. That's where their heart is really at, man. See, when we do something, we do it up to God just to move forward in the society, man. Just to go along, You see what I'm saying? Pay the bills and whatnot. But we understand there's an end to this thing, man. Okay?
We're just playing the game.
Let's play the game. What?
Verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they should walk like blind men,
Yeah.
because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
See, money answers all things, but in time of judgment, it don't answer nothing, man. Okay? It's not going to answer anything in that day. No one's going to want to hear that, man. You understand what I'm saying? You got money, but then they got bread. Oh, give me bread for your money. Well, I don't know. There's no, no one's going to do that trade at that time. You're going to need to have physical substance. All right? Is it more? What?
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
Yeah.
For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
That's it, okay? Like I said, the population is going to be brought down significantly through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? Not Buddha, not who they call Allah, which is a moon god, okay? Not Harry, not any of these guys, man.
Not Harry Potter.
Okay? None of these false gods, man. Only through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. The power of the heavens and the earth, man. Read what you got. Read with the same energy. Give the same energy as everyone else gives.
Revelation 18 verse 5. For sin have reached unto the heavens,
Yeah?
and God hath remembered her iniquities.
That's it. If the Most High remember their iniquity, that's it. That's the energy I'm talking about, bro.
There's more.
Bro, there's more. Go, keep going. Same energy. Let's go.
Reward her as she rewarded you,
Yeah?
and give unto her double according to her works.
Yeah, because Babylon's going to be completely destroyed. Okay? Babylon's going to be completely destroyed when all is said and done. That's right. Okay? So the Lord is going to break this place down and then he's going to wipe it out, man. Go ahead.
And the cup that she had filled unto you, fill unto her double.
That's it. That's it. All right?
We don't know for Canada, right?
Huh?
We're
We'll
not sure.
We'll see, but we know it's going to be shit as fuck. Come on. Just that earthquake alone is going to mess up the whole
Yeah,
earth.
yeah.
Okay? Okay, go ahead.
This is Joel 3:19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Right, so America's going to be completely wiped out. Okay, because that's what Judah and Israel were oppressed together, man. The kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel, man. 12 tribes in the nation of Israel. So there's no coming back. Okay, it's about to be wiped out from the face of the earth through nuclear fire in World War III. Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was
Matter
Death.
of fact, go on.
This
The
is
black horse.
this is Revelation 6, in verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard
Now the balances represent judgment. That's what the Lord is getting ready to do. He's getting ready to show himself in judgment.
That's right.
All right? So these people could know him by his judgment. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right. Now that represents inflation. Okay? Because guess what? The inflation is increasing, but it's about to be hyperinflation. So you see inflation. You're about to see hyperinflation real soon, man. Okay? You go into the store one day, the eggs is $50, man. Okay? But your pay's not going to go up. Your pay's going to be the same. You'll be making that same $18 an hour or $22 an hour. All right? But you're still going to have to find a way to get that food. So what are people going to do? They're just going to start stealing. Okay? But then soon there's going to be a scarcity of food, availability of food. So what are they going to do? All right? They're going to do what they have to do. Let's put it that way. All right? But
Verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
right. So what all that? The black horse is going to lead to death. Okay? The famine and things of that's going to lead to death. And the pestilences, that's going to lead to death. A lot of death. That's why I said the population is about to be brought down a lot, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the wild beasts of the earth.
Right, which is the Americas. Okay? Now, does that mean all the rest of the earth is not going to catch it? Yes, of course we're going to catch it, man. But the Lord is concentrating on the fourth part of the earth. He's concentrated on Babylon the Great, which is the epicenter of the world, man. Okay? You got something? Right.
He even says the hour of temptation shall be upon the whole earth.
Right. That's right.
Revelation 14:19. And the angel thrust in his sickle unto the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridle, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Yep, right. So read that again.
To the point, verse 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Yeah, right. So in other words, that's showing you how that represents how much death there's going to be. Okay, you're not going to be swimming in a pool of blood in the city. No, that represents how much death there's going to be in the earth. So that's showing you right there that a lot of people got to perish, man. Okay? Got all these people on the earth for the purpose of judgment, man. Right?
They whom 3 and 3, the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses.
Ooh,
they stumble
there's
upon
none
their
end.
corpses.
It's going to be so much that's going to be like, yo, when is the dead body's going to end, man? You know what I'm saying? This person, that's what I'm saying. Like I always say, you might be the last person left in your family. Might be 2 people in your family, whole family line left on the earth. You might have all these aunts and cousins, and, you know what I'm trying to say? And they're all done. All gone. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's why the scriptures say that the woman shall mourn having no bridegroom. Give me that. Oh, okay. Just stay there. Where you at?
Verse 32.
Is that 32? Okay, read that. Real quick.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 32.
Is there more in that though, brother?
No, that was the point. Go ahead.
And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns.
So it's going to be a time period of hell, man. It's going to be a time period, man. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it might be, I don't know. You know, I don't know how long it's going to be. It'll be a time period for that, you know, it might be a year or whatever, 2, whatever, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a time period where the fields will wax old, which it doesn't take long for the field to wax old. If it's not being tended to, it's going to get out of control. It's going to wither and whatnot. It's not going to take that long. All right? For thorns to grow. Listen, they maintain these things like, what, every week or every other week or whatever. See, it's not going to take, I'm not saying it's going to take 10 years for the field to wax old. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a process of time. Don't think necessarily it's going to be, okay. The city's broken down, okay, now it's a month, okay. You know, nuclear missiles should be here in about 30 days. You know, you're going to sleep, 29 days less. No, it's going to be a process of time. Read it again.
It says, the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough.
Right, because the city workers, you know, you have the city workers, you know, no pictures, man. No pictures. All right, the city workers, right? They tend to the earth. They tend to the earth, right? And what do? They make sure that the trees don't go out of control, the grass doesn't go out of control, right? Or else, well, you can already see right there, they got vines wrapping around. So imagine if they didn't tend to that, right? How crazy this place would look, right? Right?
Verse 30.
Damn, but I'm just picturing that now. It was like a zombie land. Okay, the movie I Am Legend shows you that. Yeah, right. I Am Legend? Yeah, right. I just noticed, because that looks like that movie with the fungus disease or whatever. They had like things, that pus, right? The last one, but they had the things growing out like that, right? So, anyways, go ahead.
Verse 32, the virgins shall mourn,
Go ahead.
having no bridegroom.
Yeah.
The woman shall mourn, having no husband.
Right.
The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Right, because they're not going to be much men left around. First of all, men are already scarce because men are, there's more women on the earth than men. Okay? But men are going to be fighting the wars and doing these different things. Okay? Taking those risks. Right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men are going to perish. You know? Go ahead.
In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed,
Right.
and their husband shall perish of famine.
Right, no, we're really mainly dealing with the women who have husbands now. A lot of their husbands are going to die. You see what I'm saying? So what's going to happen? They're going to be out there in the world, in this cold world, and it's about to get grimy out here, man, without a man to protect them. See, now they think they don't need that because they got a 911. But when 911 doesn't work, when they're not there, okay, and the city is complete chaos, we're going to see if that feminism is not going to stand much longer, man. Go ahead, man.
Verse 35, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
And it's funny because the Lord is revealing them as well as Esau and Edom. You know, the Lord is revealing the woman too, okay? And bringing all these different guys, Andrew Tate and who else, man? You got Kevin Samuels, right? Which he really started. Kevin Samuels really started, made this thing pop the way it popped, although it was happening before, but he made it, pushed it forward, okay? MTR, right? These different so-called red pill guys, they're coming and exposing the woman. So now that their wickedness is in their face. See? Always before judgment, you got, you know, the Most High pushes it in your face. All right? So when that thing comes, man, they gonna know they messed up. They gonna know they messed up.
Go ahead, jump in.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 32 and 2, and a man shall be a hiding place from the wind,
Yep.
and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place,
Yep.
as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
That's it. So there's a shadow of a great rock in a weary land, man. Okay? You understand? So when they see men, they're going to become very, very thirsty. See, now they're very, very arrogant. Okay? But soon they're going to be very, very thirsty. Okay? And that's when we're going to do what? We're going to pick and choose, man. And we're going to be very detailed about what we want, man. Anything that's off in the spirit, we're going to tell them to kick rocks, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and verse 12.
Yeah.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Make a which man? The elect.
Sure.
Okay, a man of the elect, because guess what? Nothing is going to be touching the man of the elect. You see, when famine hits, you're going to be able to tell that there's someone that's going through a famine and someone who's eating, man. Okay? They might see brother might be doing push-ups at the time. You know, doing the clap push-ups. It's not weird. It's not weird. Are thou not weird from famine? I mean, weird from what? I'm doing, you know, I'm trying to get my body, my temple in order. Right?
My house.
You know, then there's like, oh, huh? You probably had the crumbs on the beard and the face, you know? Oh, wait, can I have a piece? Oh, what, no. Dustin, oh my gosh, she goes to look for it. Go ahead, man.
It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's about to get real out here, man. All right? It's about to get real, and they're going to understand the value of a man of the Lord. All right? You see what I'm saying? See, now they don't understand the value because they're in a metropolis. And what does metropolis mean? It means mother city. This was really created for a woman. The city was created for the convenience in the store and the police and the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? The ambulance. Okay, all these different things. That was created for the woman. Okay? This really weakens men. To be honest, the city, it weakens men, to be honest. That's what the city does. Okay? Man is really in his best state in the element. Down, you know, somewhere secluded, you know? You gotta chop the wood or, you know? Unless you got service, you got the, you know, it is what it is. What you got, bro?
Going back to 2 Ezra 16, verse 34. And the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
No. Read this verse.
It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Right, so like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to die, right? And then when let's say the woman has a husband, that's going to be her protection in that time. If he's not there, then what? She's going to be out there alone. And you know, they're going to have people that's going to grab women and do what they want, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to want protection in that time, okay? Go ahead.
Hear now these things and understand them.
And yeah, it might be, I believe there's going to be certain dudes that's going to have U-Haul trucks. Put the woman in the back. I believe that. You're going to put the women in the back. The U-Haul truck. Okay? And do what they, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Go ahead, bro.
It says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son.
Okay, now the plagues are the different tribulations. It comes back to back to back to back. There's one thing, you can't keep up with the news now. Right? See, there was a time when people thought the news was boring. The news is not boring no more. There's new things every day coming up, man. Okay? But that's it. Hold it. Go ahead, read that.
This is Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled.
So it's going to be a time period they're going to be in trouble. Okay? There's going to be a time period where it's going to get bad for these women out there. All right? Why? Because the feminism can only survive in a first world country type scenario, a privileged type scenario. When the society, there's no feminism in the Middle East, in Qatar, right? Okay, or somewhere like India, or, you know, somewhere where things are hard, you know, because you need men in that time. And that's what it's going to get to in these first world countries. The Lord is going to break it all down, right? To the point they're going to realize they need men. Okay, and the ones that they're going to really need is the men of the Lord, because that's the ones who nothing is going to be touched. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Many days
For the
and
vintage
years.
shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Right, the vintage is what? Like the things that they want to do. Like when you plant in the vineyard, you're waiting for what? The things to sprout out. So they got their different plans and the different things. What they're planning on doing in the next 5 years, that's not going to pan out, man. We're coming to the end of this thing, man. Any money you might be making now, the money's about to be devalued. We're coming to a whole new system, man. Okay? So all those things are going to be done away with. Go ahead.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Right, stripping you and making you bare all goes into the shade. Okay, and then the sackcloth goes into the mourning, a low state. You're about to, because right now you're in a lofty state, right? You're in the state of Capernaum right now, right? Okay, but you're about to be brought down to hell. That's the state you're about to be in. Alright? And it's going to be worse for you than the men. Okay? So it's going to be worse for the women than the men, because in the time of tribulation, it's always worse for women and children. Okay? You saw that in Katrina. Any of these disasters that happen, you see that. Okay? So when the Lord brings in that judgment, we can't wait, man. But I'm gonna be outside looking at people's faces, looking them in the eyes. Why so sad? Why has thou countenance fallen? Why has thou countenance fallen? Good, man.
It says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Right, because now it's all good. It's all gravy in the Navy, right? But everybody, hey man, when the Lord turns these things, I want someone that's gonna be faithful to me. All that shit is gonna go into, the Lord's gonna kick that into the garbage, man. That nonsense. That, he cheated on me. I'm moving to the next man. He cheated on me. You gonna see, man. Get. You know what I want.
Yeah.
Right? All that's gonna be out the window too, man. That's it. There was a lot of good relationships broken up for nonsense.
Nonsense. No, for real.
Man got some box. Like I was watching the Handmaid's Tale, man. I don't know, you brothers watch the Handmaid's? I know you can't watch it. I know it's a car that's not gonna feel it. But the Handmaid's Tale, there's one particular part where the woman, I don't remember, like the woman was going all crazy because the sergeant, like they're supposed to deal with the handmaids so they can impregnate them or whatever, right? And there was one sergeant, you see that part? You watch it? And then his wife was going all crazy, right? You remember that, right? So I'm like, I thought like maybe if he busted her, maybe something would reveal that he did something that he had to be put to death. No, she just didn't want him to sleep with another woman, but it was like they made it so dramatized. I'm like, what's the big deal? That's what the society's all about anyway at that point. So what are you so, bro, that, but they make that as if it's such a big thing, like if you committed murder. But according to the Bible, well, there's a law on that, on a man having another wife. Give me that, brother.
Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife,
What?
if he take him another wife,
This is in the law, man. Okay? Before you jakes got over here to these devils, you weren't practicing no monogamy, nigga. All right? You stupid. You jakes are dumb, man. You go down to West Africa, they're not practicing monogamy. A lot of those places, they still have those Israelite ancient biblical customs, man, which is the right way, man. Multiple wives and whatnot. And really, a woman needs sister wives, man. They want to talk to you like you're their woman, like you're a woman too. They want to have you blah, 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 blah. A man don't want to hear all that all the time, man. That's why it's good for you to have a sister wife, man. So you can talk to and go shopping with. All right? And then the man come home and he do what he got to do, man. That's the right way, man. All right? All the rest of this garbage, you had, he cheated on me. That's some sick mindset. Okay? And it's all based upon because they don't think they have enough to keep. Go ahead, man.
if Exodus 21:10, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
See, but the flip side of that is you can't just put that woman on. You can't just throw that woman away. See, that's wickedness too. And the scriptures also say that the Most High hated putting away. All right? That's not right either, man. That shit's wicked as hell too. You dudes, deal with a woman, the woman is into dealing with you. I'm bored, or you get another woman, you go deal with that woman, and you leave, you don't deal with that woman. That's wicked too, man. Okay? You got to continue dealing. If you get a wife, that's forever, man.
It says you're causing her to commit adultery.
Yeah, you're causing her to commit right because you're not giving her the sex and the stuff that she needs, and the raiment and taking care of her the way it's supposed to. All right? But ain't nothing wrong with a man having another woman, man. Okay, that's natural, man. What are you talking about, man? Go ahead. All this box out here, all this pussy out here.
Real quick, this is 2 Samuel 5:13.
Yeah, but
And
threesome is
David
wrong.
took him more
Yeah, you can't-
concubines
No,
and wives.
Oh, what'd you say? The
Threesome
threesome
is
is no
wrong.
good. Threesome is not. We don't do that. That's
No.
wickedness. That's
One at a
wickedness, man.
One at a
Okay,
time.
that's wickedness.
One at a time.
One at a time.
No, but it's-
You gotta wait your turn. Go ahead.
This is 2 Samuel 5:13. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem after he was come from Hebron, and there was yet sons and daughters born to David.
Right. Right. Oh, David, what? Read that again, please. Read that with some oomph. Okay, no problem.
I knew.
This is 2 Samuel
when I was in the
chapter
world, I
5
did that already.
and 13. And David took him more David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem.
Right. Did the Lord say, no, that's wicked? First of all, King David was a man after the Heavenly Father's own heart. He had multiple wives, man. Okay, go ahead.
After he was come,
Even when he committed adultery.
Well, that's what we want to read.
Oh, okay, so like it.
after he was come from Hebron,
Yep.
and there was yet sons and daughters born to David.
Because that's how you really multiply. You don't multiply with one woman. Okay, that's one. Okay, what does it mean to be fruitful and multiply? You gotta have multiple, man. What are you talking about, man? You go, oh, this one's pregnant, that one's pregnant, that one's pregnant. Okay, that's how you build a nation, man. Okay, you don't want to do that in this society because now it's like a curse to have children in this society, man. There are all kind of bills and child support papers, man. Okay?
You gotta look into nature, you know?
Huh?
Nature, you know?
Well, but that's nature. That's natural. That's natural for a man to get multiple wives. You do that now, though. The way Esau has the society set up, it's gonna mess you up, man. You know, because they have freedom to do whatever, jump to whichever cock they want to hop to, man. Okay, go ahead, man. Jump in. No, it's not King Solomon. It's King David. Jump in. Go ahead.
Isaiah 60:22, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in His time.
Go ahead.
So like you were saying, you need multiple wives for that little one to become 1,000.
Right.
It's because it's gonna multiply with many wives.
Right, because in the kingdom we're gonna have multiple wives. Okay, not just gonna have one. We're gonna have multiple women, right? Because it's gonna be the domicile, of the king, man. You see, that's gonna be a true man's world. You know, not like this gynocracy. And guess what? The women are gonna love it, and they're gonna thrive in that world too. Okay, because it's gonna be the natural order of things, right? You know? See, now they think they're happy. Salaki, brother. They think they're happy, but they're not happy because they're not fulfilled. They're not fulfilling their purpose, man. A career ain't gonna help them fulfill their purpose, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
They're drunk off that Babylonian juice.
Oh, man.
But we have to bring back the nation. You know, we can't do that with one wife. All Israel, you know, each man of Israel only having one wife. It's gonna take too long.
There's no such thing as too long because we're gonna be in the kingdom, but regardless, it doesn't matter. That's not the right way, man. The right way is, especially when you're on a high status. The high status men had the multiple wives. Really, it wasn't really just really usually the average person usually just had one usually. You know, if he wants to deal with the next, harlot or whatever, it is what it is. If his wife had a handmaid or two, he'll deal with them too. You know? But at the end of the day, we're gonna be on a high level. So of course, the highest of levels, right?
I think there's a precept. You got that one? According to your substance. Like if you want multiple women, it's pertaining to your substance.
Pertaining to your substance? I mean, how you...
But it is though. But realistically it is because you need to be able to take care of all that. So realistically it is. That's why you gotta have a certain amount of bread. You gotta have a certain amount of bread. You have to have a certain amount of
So
substance.
we're gonna be all kings?
In the kingdom, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Our substance is gonna be infinite.
Infinite, yeah.
This is 1 Kings 11 and verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
So he had a taste of all the nations women, right? Even the Edomites, man. He even had some Edomite chicks. Okay, go ahead.
Of the nations concerning which the Lord...
Maybe some blonde hair Edomite. Right? Or maybe you got a brunette Edomite. Who knows? What?
Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in unto them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their God. Solomon clave unto all these in love. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines.
See, that's 3,000 women. That's what King Solomon had. You see what I'm saying? And that was what? In his glory, man. Because he had all them riches and everything. That's what he could take care of all of them. You know? And he was popular in this. And when you read the account, they have to have a particular security at the doors, man. Because people, no, not to keep it from them. Because people thought he was putting them to death. The way he had them screaming, he was killed them there, man. He was like, chicken, what's going on? What's going on? No, they thought they were getting killed. That's why, what did his son say? His son Rehoboam, he said, I'm going to put more hell on you with my pinky finger than what my father did with his loins. Right? Because our people were always well endowed. Jake was always, as a people. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and he had 700 wives.
I'm not sure he's not an Edom. How can he be a white guy?
Yeah, bro. Fucking
What are you talking about? It's a Jake. It's a so-called black guy. What are you talking about, man? Plus, he said he braided gold into his head. That's something a Negro would do.
And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines.
So why were they princesses? Because they were Israelites, ultimately. Okay? All right? Which I don't know if that's including like the princesses of the other nations. Yeah. It probably is. But really, the true princesses really are women. Okay? Right? Egyptian. Right. So that's probably included in the princesses as well. What?
It says, and his wives turned away his heart.
Right. Because what? He was all enamored in love. Okay? You could love your woman, but don't be in love, man. In love is no good, man. Okay? That means you're enamored. That means you're drunk. If you're in love, you're drunk. Okay?
The elders is saying, when you're going to have 1,000 wives, you're not going to love them. You're going to love all of them.
Well, I mean,
maybe you're going to have that one above, that top one that you go to,
out of the Israelite woman, I think we would. I think we will. I think we'll love them. But and it's going to be safe to be in love too, because we're all going to be in righteousness. But now it's not. Okay? Go ahead. It's not safe. You're in grave danger. That's it. Go ahead, man. Grave danger if you try to be a love resource. Go ahead, bro.
This is Second Samuel 12, and verse 7.
Yeah.
And Nathan said to David,
Yeah.
Thou art the man. Thus said the Lord, power of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house, and thy master's wives unto thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had
He
been
even took Saul's wives after he died too. I forgot about that. He took his wives after Saul died, because that's lawful. Once a man dies, the wife can marry him. What?
It says, and if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such.
They just pulled up. I'm the captain. That's how you pulled up. He said, "Okay, come on." All right, go ahead.
And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
Right. If that was too little, I would have gave you more wives. I would have gave you more of this and that.
That's nothing.
Okay. So ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You see, these Edomites, they got low testosterone, man. Low libido, man. That's why they're it's one wife, happy life. And then they sound like they don't got no testicles when they speak, man. All right. See, that's not how we live, man. We conquer that, man. Okay, we have multiple, man. That's the right way, man. It's funny, these Edomites don't even adhere to that, because then they'll have affairs. So why not just make it legal, man? Even the lawmakers, they got these affairs. Why don't you just make it fucking legal, you dummy? Let's show you the hypocrisy and the stupid. That's folly right there.
Edomites are homosexual.
I mean, these Edomites are, huh?
They're homosexuals.
Weird, man.
They do it for
It makes
show.
no sense, but it's like the lawmakers and the people that run the society, they got no women on the side, you know? But then it's illegal, you know, to have 2 wives. All you're doing is messing people up because that chick there that you got there, that you're just gonna smash it and throw it to the side eventually. What's the point of that? What is that? You know, you should be doing it. Anyways, what you got, bro? That's something, bro? No? Okay, give me. Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah 3 and 12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's it, bro. And that's showing you that that's something said. That's showing you that's not the right way. Okay, that's why it's written. Okay, because it's showing you that this is not right to have women ruling over. But their mindset is so weak and beat down in the mind that they don't. It's like they don't mind it. You know, like the elder Yasha Wamba, he uploaded a video on 2 about one Jake that this one Jake. He said, yeah, I was dealing with this Japanese woman, and she just catered to me and everything. She was just serving me, you know, and I just like,
I got bored.
I didn't want that, you know. I thought it was good, but I didn't want that. And the woman's in the back, oh, interesting. Oh, so, you know, she likes to hear that shit because that allows her to be more of a demon. That's like, argue with me a bit. That's black culture. See that? That's black culture. To hell with black, make black culture die to death. Okay? Because you Jakes have been weakened in that mindset, man. Completely weak. You know? Yeah, and guess what? You can't tell that to a West African, because West African will say, well, what are we talking about? That's right. You know, that's okay. What's wrong with that? Right? That's good. Perfect. It's a good wife. But not a Jake that's been colonized in the mind. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not good. I want my woman to argue with me a bit. That's that mentality from Coming to America. Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's that sick mentality, man. Let me leave this perfect wife. Let me go get a whore from the Queens. Man, oh yeah. Dolce on top of that. Yo, I mean, and when you push that out, and the fact that he made that interview, he didn't just do the people at the podcast a disservice, but us and everyone a disservice, man. Because that, in their mind, they're impressionable, so they're like, that's the right way. And they want to hear that. That's their itching ears. They want to hear that. That's why you heard them in the background. Oh, interesting. That's deep. You think if you was talking about the benefits of polygamy, they would be saying, oh, that's deep. Go ahead, man.
Oh my
Right? If you was talking about how having multiple wives is gonna build you quicker, you have more children, more workers, build up a business, right? No, I don't see it. But you know, I like the girls give me attitude. Oh, that's deep. That's intellectual. Go ahead, man.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err,
Right.
and destroy the way of thy path.
And that's it. And the ways of their path is destroyed. And it's disgusting. And it makes my stomach sick to see some of this shit. Like that in itself makes my stomach sick. Ugh. You Jakes got low self-esteem, man. You know? And that's what I don't like seeing. You know, sometimes you see, brothers in that low look, which we have that low look because, it's just in us inherently, you know what I mean? Because, because of humility. But at the end of the day, you got to kind of, lift our head up, man. Scripture says lift your head up because the Egyptian draw it back, man. You see, you got the hope, man. Go ahead, bro. See, these people, they can hang their heads up, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 1. Comfort ye, my people, saith your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she hath received of the Lord's hand double for all her sins.
Right. So if we're comforted, we're supposed to have to look as if you're defeated. We're supposed to have to look as if you're comforted. You lose a job and someone says, nah, don't worry, bro, I got a job for you. It's gonna be paid double. You're not going, oh, I lost that job. You go, oh, that's nice. I got the next job, double. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Isaiah 41. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
How much?
7 women shall take hold of one man.
I'm sorry, they say one?
And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man,
That's right.
saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name, and to take away our reproach.
That's it, man. All right, so that's what's getting ready to come, man. And when that comes, it's going to be a great time for the men of the Lord. See, we're going to see as the society goes down. That's when we're going to shine. Okay, because these people, the only bet is on the society. It's on Egypt. Okay, but the scriptures speak about the trust of Egypt shall be your shame. Okay, which represents this government, this society. All right. Matter of fact, get Isaiah 30.
This is Isaiah 30, start verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's it. Okay, because Egypt is going to remove that shade from you, man. And he's going to be burnt up with the hell that's getting ready to come, man. All right? That shade in Egypt is about to be removed, meaning this government is about to be broken down. The society is about to be broken down. You know? And that's through the behest of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is making that come to pass, man, for the purpose of judgment. See? Go ahead.
1 John 2:17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
Right. All right. So that's it, man. Right. And the scriptures speak about riches delivereth not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. All right. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna uphold somebody, man. It's their righteousness, man. Doing what Yahweh Shai said to do, man. You see? But these rest of these people, you just gonna watch. You're gonna watch. All right. The judgment that's getting ready to be fallen, man. See, they thought that whole blackout thing was deep. Some people thought that was deep. You know, the cold wine, they thought that was hard, man. All right? Wait till the Lord makes that continuous, man. Right? Along with a forever purge, man. You people are going to see, man. All right? Let's get the last scriptures.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Amos 5. Amos 5. All right? That's it. All right? So it's going to come like this, man. And then when you least expect it, it's like a man get caught up in fishing an evil net, man. That's what's going to happen to you, man. All right? All of a sudden, you know, you were swimming, you were having fun, you know, eating shrimps, all right, scrimps, all right, and what? And then boom, you eat a net. You know?
Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways.
Yeah.
I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
That's it. So everything that these people have done, they're going to have to pay for that, man. All right? According to the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? Not according to the laws of Buddha. All right? Or the laws of Esau and Edom. All right? Or Allah. All right? The laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
More on that?
And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy way upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus said the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
That's it. That's what's getting ready to come. It's about to be the most evil that has ever been on the earth. That's right. They thought the flood was harsh. They thought, the Sodom was harsh. You know? World War II, World War I. What's getting ready to come is about to be way worse than all of that combined. Let's just say combined. You know? Like I said, billions of people are going to perish when all is said and done, man.
Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right? So meaning it's not going to be like anything that has ever been on the earth before, man. Right?
It's Amos 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Right.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
That means there's no escape. Go from one hell to another. All right, go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Right, so it's going to be a terrible time. Okay? It's going to be a terrible time. All right? That's it? That's all? All right. That's all? What?
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
All right, so with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Muhammadash.
Love all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, salutations. Much love and respect to y'all came out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hayana,
Yahweh,
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 Chud, Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hayana,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Chud,
Yahweh,
Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hayana,
Yahweh,
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 Chud,
Chud,
Bible balls.
Bible balls.
Shalom.
Shalom.